Hello, I'm Michael Powell.
And I'm Will Ford.
And we're on another excellent sporting adventure now. Big news overnight in the AFL, as I suppose it seems inevitable that there'll be a few coaching positions up for grabs at season's end, and one of the key candidates, Michael Voss, is in the news for the wrong reasons, as visions of a pub brawl has been released to the public in which he and other football identities were involved in.
Yeah, footage of Vossi King hitting a bloke from behind is not exactly the thing he needs, and it's not going to help his cause one bit, but it's a bit of a slight on his character too, and I suppose that board members of respective clubs would be a bit hesitant in signing up a guy with that kind of cloud hanging over his name, and I suppose there was already some presumptions that he would be unable to slot into a coaching role without having done an apprenticeship, as you say, like an assistant coach.
So you reckon he'll coach in 2008?
For me, no.
No, I was second to that. Now, in other AFL news, the AFL Dream Team, your score for this round?
2,142.
And where are you up to?
Moved up to 12.
That's very good. I scored 1973, and I'm up 495th overall. Well, I suppose the difference between you and I this round was I had Scotland as captain, scored 52. You had Paul Chapman, who scored 152.
Yeah, it just highlights the importance of having a good captain. If they can get up near the 150s, it can cover some losses that you have. You might have a guy go off injured during the game. Like
James Hurd.
Yeah, that's right. Cameron Bruce, who pulled out, so yeah.
Well, I suppose it was very frustrating for me having Scotland as captain, and so was watching Australia in their opening Asian Cup match, who scraped away with a draw against Oman, a country I'd never heard of, thanks to our saviour, Tim Cahill, and his so celebrated Donny. There we go, that's what we like to see. There we are, there's your 10 seconds of fame gone, get off there. Well, I suppose that Graham Arnold's coaching position is under threat now, isn't it?
He's under the pump, Graham. Just Socceroos went back to the old style Socceroos, just long balls into the box and hoping for the best rather than relying on method and structure like we had under Gus Hiddink. And it sort of raises a question that we need an internationally renowned coach that commands the respect of the players.
Yeah. Now, another big football news. A good friend of ours, Ricky Marchioli, is going over to England to try it with Bolton Wanderers. He's starting to rise, isn't he, Will?
He is. He's got all the tricks in the bag, and his fitness levels are up to scratch, and he's really a big dead set chance of lining up for Bolton.
One of his game on Mark Viduka.
He has, and you'll see him alongside Anelka and the boys and Ivan Campo at the start of this premiership season.
Well, we talk about Graham Arnold under pressure. So was Chris Anderson, and he's resigned from the Sydney Roosters due to poor health, and also another bad news for the NRL. Melbourne Storm centre Matt King has said he will be leaving the club at season's end to go to Warrington in the English Super League. Yeah,
it's disappointing, and it just raises the question that if these European-based clubs can offer so much money, that the NRL are going to be losing a lot of their star players. We saw Sean Berrigan go off to Hull, and Craig Gower, of course, go to a French club as well. So with sports with salary caps, that's going to happen, as we saw in the A-League as well.
Now, we all know that you're still in your training wheels, but it doesn't take away the fact you love your cycling, in which 180 riders and it equals 180 drug cheats are competing in the Tour de France at the moment. So it's a big event at the moment, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's just taken centre stage. It's that kind of time of year again, and full marks to Robin McEwen on Sunday night for what he did. He crashed 20k out from the finish, and that followed a tyre puncture at the start of the race. And for his Predictor Lotto teammates, just to drag him back to the peloton, and he got there with 8 kilometres to go, and then make his way up through the traffic and strike at the right moment. It just shows that Robin McEwen's a dead set chance of taking out the green jersey.
Well, I suppose it says a lot for the sport, the mental and physical effort needed to succeed.
It does. I mean, they're supreme athletes.
Yeah. Now, in tennis news, a big well done to Roger Federer, who won his 5th Wimbledon title in a row, equaling Bjorn Borg, and also well done to Alicia Molik again with mixed doubles final with Jonas Bjorkman, who went down very good looking in the lane again, for each bit of sarcasm there, of course, who won with Jamie Murray, the brother of Andy Murray, in the mixed doubles. Yeah,
it was a good effort, and just Roger Federer, he's the out-and-out champion, and he'll be in search of equaling Pete Sampratz's feat of 14 Grand Slams.
Now, our bet of the round, we lost all our money last week, so we're going to have to wait until we get paid by the Umpires Association. If you had got a bit of money, get on the Hadfield Football Club to win the B-Grade Premiership, because we're absolutely flying at the moment. And
just didn't know the TAB are offering odds for that.
Well, they're not. Just get on them anyway, but that's all we've got time for here on Mick and Wilbur's Excellent Sporting Adventure. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Cheerio.